Our stories. It's taken 5 years, but she's ready. An Indiana woman who lost her father to gun violence in 2010 says the memories are still so colorful to her. And so she put those colors to canvas. As RTV6's Mark Mullins shows you, it's her way of not only coping with her dad's death, but also helping other children who have lost a parent to crime.
That's how I start every painting.
They say art imitates life, but for Lynette Bledsoe, she's using art to celebrate it.
Like, that's my release, is my art.
Lynette is a child who has lost a parent. Her father, David Pettigo, was well known in the Fountain Square area. For years, his family ran a jewelry store.
It was my great-grandfather's, and then my grandfather's, and then my dad's, so it was the family business.
And Lynette spent many hours there as a little girl, listening to her dad chat with people, sing his favorite songs, and sell gems and rings to people.
Me and my sister would help clean, wipe the cases down, and run amok, and, probably pester my parents while my dad was trying to work, but it was fun.
David Pettigo was loved, respected, and snatched from Lynette's world during a violent robbery in 2010.
Well, I found out a horrible way. I found out on the news.
He had been shot and killed in his own shop.
It was a rough day, but I mean, nobody ever wants to hear that news, that, your parent died in that fashion.
In the 5 years since his death, Lynette coped trying to keep busy, but then turned to her paints and the palette. Lynette created this piece last year, which focused on her father's death. She says it brought her deeper into depression. So this year, she focused on his life.
He loved playing the piano. He loved playing the guitar.
Lynette found one of her father's sheet music books and made copies of his favorite songs. Those pages would serve as the canvas for this portrait.
At first, I was sketching it out. I was like, I'm really nervous. But as I was doing it in layers, it's like, Dad's looking good.
The other works depict piano keys and guitars and more sheet music.
There's a lot of Tom Petty music in here because I have such a connection to that through him. A lot of Beatles, a lot of John Lennon, a lot of Traveling Wilburys. Just songs that, that I relate to him.
And it's helped, in one way, to say goodbye, and in another, to keep him alive.
I don't want him to be remembered just the guy that, got killed. I want him to be remembered as a person that was just like everybody else, that had passions and was creative and loved life.
Mark Mullins, RTV6.
And what's more, Lynette Bledsoe says she will donate 10% of the proceeds from her art show to the Nathan Trapezzano Fund. Lynette says she can relate to that cause. It's a scholarship for children who have lost a parent, named for a young father-to-be who was gunned down last year while on a morning walk. Her show, called Lyrical Excerpts, an artistic celebration of life, the life of David Pettigo, opens tomorrow, August 7th, 6 to 9 p.m. It's at Fletcher Place Arts and Books. That's located at 642 Virginia Avenue.